Come in.
Hello, Dean Matz.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for fitting the 33 questions interview into your busy schedule.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
We will be asking 33 questions
Okay.
in a random way. So, shall we start?
Sure, have a seat.
So, okay. Hello, Dean Matz. How are you today?
I'm well.
Thank you. We heard that you are taking a Korean course these days. So, could you introduce yourself in Korean?
Sure. Robert Matz, 조지 메이슨 대학교 대표입니다.
You're already Korean. Okay. How long you have been in Mason, Korea?
Since February of 2019.
How is your life in Korea?
I enjoy it very much.
Is there any new hobby you started after coming to Korea?
Really, learning Korean. I'm not learning it to be able to conduct business in Korean. I'll never be that good. And to get around, you really don't need that much Korean, but I really like studying language, and I like learning more about Korean culture through the language. So that's been my hobby.
What is the most exciting experience in life so far?
My entire life?
Yeah.
My entire life. Whoa. That's a hard one. There are a lot of experiences. Meeting my wife, and I would say college as a whole. Just the kind of expansion of possibilities, of ways of thinking that I discovered in college was really exciting.
Interesting. How do you start your day?
I try to start by exercising, spending about a half an hour in the gym.
What is the one thing that you must have in your office?
Music.
Oh.
When I'm just when I'm writing something that has to be crafted, I listen to different music. But when I'm just kind of answering emails and whatnot, I listen to music.
What's keeping you busy these days?
Planning for the 10th anniversary this spring is something that we're really starting to work on. So that's a new thing in addition to the usual work.
Okay, what is your favorite place in IGC?
Honestly, it's the view from my apartment. I live in the guest house, and on the 14th floor, and I have a beautiful view of Songdo. I really enjoy that. And in this building, I love the 5th floor lounge.
Okay, then could you show me around the 5th floor?
Sure. But I'm not going to show you my apartment.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So, do you enjoy Korean foods? What is your favorite Korean food?
I love Korean barbecue, and I like jjigae.
Oh. Okay. What is your favorite beverage?
Coffee.
Oh. What kind of coffee?
Just black. Yeah. Drip, if possible.
What's something that recently moved you?
Oh, so I mentioned I was working on the 10th anniversary, and we hope that for the 10th, George Mason's award-winning pep band, the Green Machine, is going to come, or part of it, about 40 students. And I was looking at their most recent video. They do Tonight by Smashing Pumpkins. And just the creativity and energy and passion of those students, I just found incredibly moving.
What is your role in Mason Korea?
I guess most fundamentally it's strategic planning, thinking about where we should be heading, what we need to improve on, what's working well, and then making sure that we have an environment where everybody can be successful.
What is the difference between George Mason University Fairfax and Mason Korea?
Well, in many ways, we try to have things the same curriculum, same approach to teaching, but I think the biggest difference is size. which has advantages and disadvantages. But one real advantage is we're almost like a small U.S. liberal arts college here, where everybody knows one another, where there's a really tight community because of our size. And in fact, students who come from the U.S. who study here for a semester or a year, that's one of the things I really like about being at Mason Korea.
What is the strengths of Mason Korea in more detail?
I think, first of all, again, that community that's driven by our size, but also, I think even more, our diversity, our international set of people from the U.S., Korea, other parts of the world here, who can give different perspectives.
What is the most memorable event related to Mason Korea?
I think it's a kind of event rather than a particular one point. Is I really just love hearing the stories of our students' success, and especially like when they got a little bit of a help from a faculty member or something, and I think, boy, we really had an impact on that student's life.
If you could teach one course in Mason Korea, what would it be?
It would be the courses I like to teach, so probably Shakespeare or Renaissance literature. I'm not sure about the demand, frankly, but that's what I would teach, yeah.
Okay, then let's take an elevator
Sure.
To first floor. Hey. So if you were to have superpowers, what would it be?
Well, like in Harry Potter, there's the device that lets you be in two places at once. That's what it would be. Because I always find that there's more that I want to do than I can fit in a day. And so I'd love to be able to be in two places at once.
And what is your all-time favorite restaurant in Fairfax restaurant and that you would like to recommend to Korean students?
Well, there are so many good restaurants. It's hard to pick, but there's just especially for students because it's not very expensive. There's a place called Kebab Corner that is not far from campus that has great Middle Eastern food. Another place that has great Tex-Mex food is called Anita's, and I especially recommend the breakfast burrito.
Okay. And if you're not working in the education field, what would you be doing now?
I'd probably be a lawyer.
Oh, lawyer.
Yeah, I like to argue and I like to read. My dad was a lawyer, and so I kind of rebelled a little bit by being an academic, but not too far. So probably go back to law.
What is the best compliment that you've ever received?
Again, I can't think of a particular compliment, but when a student has thanked me for learning something in my class or for the class, that's the best compliment I can receive.
What's one habit that you wish to develop?
Going to bed on time. I set a goal to go to bed by 10:30 p.m., but I almost never make it.
What surprises you most about Mason Korea students?
Well, first of all, many of them are studying college-level curriculum in a second language, and I think that's amazing. But then also their passion about not only learning but about causes they're interested in, and their respect for education, and that's something I think, especially among within Korean culture, there's a great deal of respect for education, and it's less so, unfortunately, in the U.S., especially at the university level. So it's very welcome here.
What's your favorite book?
Favorite book? Oh, well. Again, there are so many, but probably To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf.
What is it about?
It's about a family and just their internal struggles, but it takes place just before World War I and then after it. So it's about their rich lives and the limits to those lives, but it's also incredibly beautifully written.
Okay. What is your favorite play among Shakespeare's masterpieces and why?
Probably A Midsummer Night's Dream. It's just a very funny play, but it's also very beautiful in its language, so I really love the language of the play.
What sports team in Korean baseball do you like the most?
Well, of course, the Landers.
Okay, could you recommend some great sites to go bike riding?
Yeah, in Korea?
Yeah.
So I like, there's a trail that goes on the Bukhangang from the Hangang to Chuncheon. That's a really nice stretch, a bike path from Seoul to Chuncheon.
Where was your favorite country that you traveled to?
I love Korea and in the past Italy.
What is a unique talent that you have that nobody knows?
I can spin objects on my finger.
Ooh.
Yeah. If they're, I don't think. No, I was looking. No. I'd give an example, but it's got to be about the right size. So yeah.
Okay. When do you normally sleep at night?
Well, again, I try to go to bed at 10:30, but it's usually closer to 11, or closer to 11:30. Yeah, and then I try to get up about 6:30.
I think that's quite early. So, what do you think needs to be done in the future to improve Mason Korea?
I think things are going really well at Mason Korea right now. I would like to see us grow. The more people we have, the more conversations we have, the stronger clubs we have, the more classes we can offer. So, I was talking about how we have strength as a small community, but even if we grow significantly, we'll still be a small community. So I'd like to see that growth. We'd also like to work on more international recruitment. That's something that during COVID was very difficult, so it's picking up now. So those are the two things.
Okay, and this is the last question. How would you describe your time as a campus dean of Mason Korea in one sentence?
Best experience of my life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's been great.
Well, thank you so much for sparing your time to be filmed in the Voice 33 questions. So I have for the bonus question.
Okay.
How was today's interview?
It was excellent. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate the interest.
Thank you so much. I hope this time was a valuable experience and have a wonderful winter.
You too.
Thank you.
Thanks.